Look around you, different things born out of truth and passion. Business software, it's our craft, our identity. Thoughtfully engineered, passionately designed to help you transform your business. Zoho, made in India, made for the world.
Joining us here on Times Now. This is Times Now Live and I'm Hina Gambhir. Viewers, marking 100 years of the RSS, Sangh chief Mohan Bhagwat's Vijayadashami address was more than a speech. It was a strategic roadmap for India's future, from warning against internal division to calling out external threats, from stressing cultural identity to urging economic self-reliance. Mohan Bhagwat laid out the RSS vision for a strong, stable and a self-confident India. Pitching a civilizational idea of India, Mohan Bhagwat said, the country is not a mere nation-state bound by temporary political borders. States come and go, but the nation remains. He said, calling India a Hindu Rashtra, a civilizational entity that transcends politics. For that unity to survive, he said Hindu society must remain strong and cohesive, stressing that this society is free from the concept of us and them. Mohan Bhagwat also said that the RSS's vision is one of inclusivity and oneness and not exclusion.
विविधताओं के संपूर्ण स्वीकार और सम्मान के साथ हम सबको एक माल में मिलाने वाली यह भारतीय संस्कृति, यह राष्ट्रीयता है, इसको हम हिंदू राष्ट्रीयता कहते हैं। यही हमारे लिए हिंदू राष्ट्रीयता है। किसी को हिंदू शब्द से आपत्ति है, वो हिंदवी कहे, भारतीय कहे, आर्य कहे, जो कुछ है, ये सारे समानार्थी शब्द है, हम लोग जानते हैं। परंतु इस राष्ट्रीयता का स्पष्ट स्वरूप निर्देशित करने वाला एक ही शब्द हमको मिलता है, वो है हिंदू। वो कोई राज्य पर आधारित कल्पना है, हमारा राष्ट्र राज्य पर आधारित कभी रहा नहीं। हमारे यहां नेशन स्टेट की कल्पना नहीं है। हमारी यह संस्कृति राष्ट्र को बनाती है। राज्य आते जाते रहते हैं। राष्ट्र निरंतर विद्यमान रहा है सनातन काल से अब तक। ये हमारा प्राचीन हिंदू राष्ट्र है, इस अर्थ में हिंदू राष्ट्र है।
So that's a very, very powerful Hindu Rashtra message that has been given by RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat. And he also, in a way, said that Hindu society must stay united. It is unity that is our strength. The nation must remain united. That's an important message coming in on the day of Dushera, and this on an event where RSS is celebrating 100 years of its existence. Let's go across to my colleague Pragya, who is joining us live right now for more on this. Pragya, an important message there coming in on the day of Dushera. Pragya, can you hear me?
Can you repeat the question, please?
I'm saying, Pragya, an important message there coming in from RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat on the day of Dushera.
Absolutely, and there are many, important points that Mr. Mohan Bhagwat has touched upon. Starting from the unity that we stand for and also the fabric of the society to the global challenges that we face and also to the strength and unity that we have and to the neighboring countries also. He also said that, the kind of situation that we are seeing in Bangladesh, we are seeing in Nepal, it is a bit concerning, and the fact that they had been a part of India, many years back, and the fact that we share same cultural civilization, that is more concerning. He also speaks about the external forces and internal forces that are active, in fact, right now in India and against India as well. He also makes it very clear that there should not be differences of opinion between the government and the people, because it is after the people's dissatisfaction and insensitivity of the government that such situation arises. And in fact, he hailed the government of India for their action on Pahalgam. It is a very important message that he has sent across to the government, and also applauded the defense forces and the army for taking the retaliatory measures that they did. He also spoke about the friendly disposition that we need for the countries, but having said that, we also need to be cautious and vigilante. He also spoke about what Pahalgam has taught us, how many countries stood with us and to what extent they stood with us. This particular episode has also shown us who our allies and who our enemies are. Not just that, he also touched upon many factors,
right,
like the fact that we need to understand that there is a Hindu Rashtra and Hindu Dharma, and
right,
when he says about Hindu Dharma and Hindu Rashtra, that means the people of India,
right,
which is very important.
Right. But I'm just interrupting you there. Please stay on with us, because politics on what he said today has already started. In fact, we have a reaction coming in from Udit Raj of the Congress party, who has in fact put out a controversial remark there on what the RSS chief had to say earlier today. It's a controversial remark that has come in from Congress Neta after Mohan Bhagwat's Vijayadashami speech. Congress party in fact calls RSS a terrorist organization. Congress party says RSS ideology is behind Gandhi's murder. He's also slammed RSS centenary on Gandhi Jayanti, and he's also said that killer organization is being celebrated. And this is the post that Udit Raj has now put out. भागवत जी, हमें एक कुआं, एक मंदिर और एक शमशान की जगह एक तरह की शिक्षा, जाति विहीन समाज और हिस्सेदारी चाहिए. दलित और ओबीसी अब जाग गए हैं और आपके झांसे में नहीं आने वाले हैं. So this is the post in fact that has been put out by Udit Raj of the Congress party, and we have a reaction as well coming in from Udit Raj. Listen in.
आरएसएस एक आतंकवादी संगठन है और आरएसएस आइडियोलॉजी ने ही गांधी जी की हत्या करी है. आज 2 अक्टूबर है और आज गांधी जयंती है. गांधी जी ने देश को आजाद कराया और गांधी जी के जन्मदिन पर एक हत्यारे संगठन का 100 वर्ष पूरा होने पर उत्सव मनाया जाए, ये बहुत ही दुखद बात है.
And joining us on the broadcast right now is R.P. Singh of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Mr. R.P. Singh, good morning. Thank you for speaking with us here on Times Now. How will you like to respond to the reaction we've got from Udit Raj calling RSS a terrorist organization? He says it's RSS ideology that killed Gandhi ji, father of the nation who brought independence for the country. It's extremely unfortunate that on his birthday centenary of such an organization is being celebrated.
Well, what else you can expect from Udit Raj, whose leader hails from a DNA of our grandfather who served for Mussolini, the creator of the ideology of fascism. And also, people who butchered 3006 in Delhi to gain power. That's the first election where majority was swayed only because they painted the most nationalist minority as the anti-nationalist and then killed 3006 in city, and more than 25,000 were killed in Punjab. What else do you expect? I mean, he doesn't know about RSS. He doesn't know that how RSS has nurtured discipline, patriotism and service to motherland. And then it's an organization which has worked in all calamities and has been guiding social reforms to protect the cultural heritage of the country. So, and Sangh has dedicated itself for this basic idea of cultural nationalism for the last 100 years. But for them, there's nothing like cultural nationalism because their leader says that India is union of states. And so do Amritpal Singh, Khalisani says that India is union of states. So they are far away from the Indian ethos and Indian ideology.
Right.
But good luck to him. People will retaliate to him, or people will give a response to him in forthcoming elections, the language which is used for the RSS.
All right, Mr. R.P. Singh, appreciate you speaking with us here on Times Now and sharing with us your perspective. I'm also joined on the phone line by Shehzad Poonawala of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Mr. Poonawala, good morning. Thank you for speaking with us here on Times Now. How will you like to respond to what Mr. Udit Raj has said?
You see, the same Udit Raj 2 days ago on your channel said that Naxalites are justified because they are exploited. So Congress loves Naxalites, but it hates nationalists like RSS and calls it a terror organization. From 2004 to 2014, the Congress was in power. If the RSS was so guilty of these activities, why didn't they ban them? In fact, on this charge of murdering Mahatma Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi has gone and apologized to the Supreme Court. And by the way, the entire thing has been put out in the public domain. The RSS's contribution in the freedom struggle, the RSS's role. In fact, Mahatma Gandhi praised the RSS, and Pranab Mukherjee also went to the RSS headquarters. So is Udit Raj saying that Mr. Pranab Mukherjee patronized a terror organization? Look at the pattern, Hina. They abuse the armed forces. They abuse patriotic organizations. They boycott the Indian cricket team, which has won and defeated Pakistan. But whom do they hail? They hail Afzal Guru. They hail Yaqub. They hail Naxalites. And that is why when you find Afzal Guru to be your hero, when you find Naxalites to be your hero, you will obviously find RSS to be the villain. Those people who find terrorists as heroes will obviously think a nationalistic organization like RSS is a problem. And that's what Udit Raj and the Congress party is reflecting.
Right. All right, Shahzad Purawala, appreciate you speaking with us here on Times Now and sharing with us your perspective. Let me also now go across to my guests who are joining us live right now. We have Tushar Gupta, who is a political analyst. We're also joined by Shekhar Iyer, who's a senior journalist. Good morning to both of you, gentlemen. And we have Alok Kumar of the VHP also on the broadcast with us. Mr. Alok Kumar, good morning. Thank you for speaking with us here on Times Now. What will you say to people like Udit Raj who, today are calling RSS a terrorist organization? They say it's RSS ideology that killed Gandhiji, and it is extremely unfortunate that on his birthday, centenary of such an organization is being celebrated.
Some people's utterances are better ignored. Udit Raj consciously joined the Bharatiya Janata Party and contested election, won, remained in the BJP for 5 years, praising the RSS, praising the ideology of Hindutva. And in the next election, when he was denied the ticket, then all these knowledge occurred to him. He is the Congress extremist whom the Congress put forward when something awkward is to be said. I denounce his statement.
Mr. Alok Kumar, what do you think of these kind of reactions that keep coming in from the Congress party, even as we have seen some, especially senior Congress leaders, veterans of the Congress party, appreciate the role that RSS has played in nation building specifically? For example, we all are aware of what former President of India, late Pranab Mukherjee, had to say when he visited Nagpur for an RSS event, and what recently Karan Singh, another senior Congress leader, had to say about the organization.
The Congress knows about the sacrifices the RSS has made for the integrity of the country, for supporting the forces during the times of wars, and also of famines and other catastrophes. Their criticism of RSS is to appease a certain section of the society and to maintain them as a vote bank. This is not an honest criticism. And is actuated only by the vote bank politics. I do not think that the people take it seriously. The RSS has a very, very wider acceptance in the Hindu society. The acceptance of the society, and the people in large numbers are participating in various activities of RSS.
All right. Mr. Alok Kumar, appreciate you speaking with us here on Times Now and sharing with us your perspective. Mr. Shekhar Iyer, if it is vote bank politics, it hasn't really yielded much to the Congress party, yet the same strategy of attacking RSS in this form continues.
Well, it is just a political convenience, that's all, because they also know that if they were to really, understand what Mohan Bhagwat has said today, there is little to differ, because he has spoken of social cohesion, he has spoken of unity of purpose, he has spoken of need to do away with all the ills in our society, particularly discrimination on the basis of caste and creed. I mean, these are all points that there is actually a national consensus. But, it has become, as it was just mentioned, he had contested elections on a BJP ticket because he could not get the ticket for his second term. That's why he went and joined the Congress. I mean, these leaders, even when they speak, they don't. They just say for the sake of saying because that's what they have to say. But I know for a fact that many Congress leaders in private do appreciate some of the concerns expressed by Mohan Bhagwat ji. I mean, this is what Mohan Bhagwat ji has said today is actually, I would say, a recall of all the issues that have been concerning all of us. Whether it is demographic changes or whether it is question of forces outside this country who are out to create or looking for opportunity to create chaos. I mean, these are the things that Congress leaders themselves appreciate. Otherwise, you tell me why a diehard Congress politician like Pranab Mukherjee went to RSS headquarters. I mean, these leaders, and even before that, there were many Congress leaders. And if you look at the way Sardar Patel also engaged the RSS leadership then, I mean, that also shows that, yes, there were certain issues post the partition. I mean, today, and I can tell you one thing, Hina, you see, from the speech of Mohan Bhagwat ji today, one thing is clear, the RSS has a dynamic mindset. I mean, they are not stuck in any position. They have also evolved in their approach. They are also looking at problems. They are looking at new challenges that is coming. I mean, that is before us. Otherwise, why would you mention about the Himalayan tragedy? The way the natural disaster year after year is plunging those areas, into great chaos and great destruction. I mean, it's not just one thing. It's a complete analysis of the situation and the way to go forward.
Interesting views there, Mr. Shekhar Iyer. And Tushar Gupta, how do you see? Because if you look at, what exactly Mr. Mohan Bhagwat, the RSS chief, has said in his statement today, it's a message of unity that's being given. But the opposition, as usual, is seeing that statement as being divisive.
No, Congress has no authority to speak on division within the society. They are the party that has divided India in the past and they're dividing India today. Their leader goes around town saying, Jitni abadi utna haq, we want to do economic mapping based on the caste census. They propagate wealth redistribution in private. I mean, Congress has all the bad ideas which will not only divide a society, break up our civilization. That's the kind of party the Congress is today. They like to call RSS a terrorist organization because it sort of takes away attention from the crimes they committed during the partition. Everyone remembers that the Muslim League, the Congress and the outgoing government of the British Raj, together they brokered a deal which gave us India and Pakistan. So tell me, who is responsible for all the deaths during the partition? It's fair to remember the death of Mahatma Gandhi and paint an entire organization for 5 decades. But you tell me, Hina, who's responsible for the deaths during the partition? An unplanned, uncontrolled partition that was also agreed to by the Congress. No one talks about it. It has to be said, RSS is hated by the Congress because it actually works for a secular India without demonizing the Hindus. That is where RSS is actually very, very different from the Congress. Congress will claim all day, oh, we are secular, we love this country, we are progressive. But their idea of secularism is to demonize Hindus and any entity that is linked to Hinduism. Even when the question of freedom movement comes up, where they attack the RSS, you tell me, is INC the only entity that fought for independence? No, there was a Hindu Mahasabha, there were RSS, there was the Shiromani Akali Dal also formed in 1920. There were plenty of organizations, but why only the INC? So the major difference we have to understand for the INC, the problem is RSS is actually a secular organization, which the Congress can never be, and RSS doesn't demonize Hindus, which the Congress can never get, because their entire politics is based on demonizing Hindus day in and day out.
Okay, we'll see, of course, how the Congress party really responds to this, because so far, we haven't really seen either Congress or others in the opposition getting any political dividends out of, attacking RSS or making these kind of comments against RSS. So what is the real agenda? Of course, this is going to be a top story ahead as well. For now, thank you very much, Mr. Tushar Gupta and Mr. Shekhar Iyer. Appreciate you speaking with us here on Times Now. With this, we will slip into a very, very short break. We'll be back with more. Stay with us.